Had some scattered showers, thunderstorms across the area, and a few downpours, including some across parts of the metro area. Lingering storms up on the north shore, starting to wind down now, kind of in the northwestern corner of our viewing area from Amite up toward Kentwood, northern Washington Parish, southern Washington. A few showers still lingering, but coming to an end. And we still have a few isolated little pop-up showers on the west bank, downshore Jean Lafitte. Elsewhere along the coastline, fairly quiet. Most of our activity is a bit more to our west. Now, those downpours did lead to primarily just street flooding from most of the reports that I was able to find, but from uptown around the Riverbend area over the West Bank in Westwego did pick up about 2.5 to maybe even a little bit more rainfall. Now, these are the radar estimates, but we can verify that most of these totals are pretty accurate. So got a kind of isolated downpour. Thankfully didn't last for very long. If it had, we probably would have seen a little bit more of a mess out there, and thankfully it was not. 90 degrees was our high today, and that was before the noon hour. Now, we only picked up really a trace of rain at Kenner, so temperatures started coming down because of rain in the vicinity. And even if you don't get underneath the rainfall, even if it's close by and you get some of the cloud cover or maybe the outflow boundary, that does help to drop temperatures a bit. But we're only at 89 degrees right now. But again, we're not talking record temperatures. Still feels like 100 degrees, but this is pretty typical for late July. Winds out of the south-southeast right now at around 10 miles an hour. 80s, low 90s outside at the moment, so a hot evening as we continue through the night and heading into the day tomorrow. No major changes at cutoff, 92 degrees, few isolated downpours, and rain chances running at about 40%. Now, if you're with me yesterday, I was talking about this upper trough down in the Gulf that looked like it might help our rain chances as we head into the day tomorrow. Well, now it looks like most of the activity associated with this trough, and you kind of see a little cluster of thunderstorms in the eastern Gulf. Looks like now a lot of that may be staying more to our south. Now, what this model is showing us is the upper pattern, as well as I'm pointing out the instability in the atmosphere where you would get some of that triggering for the rainfall. And notice that a lot of that stays well south of us during the day tomorrow. And in fact, even as another trough I was talking about for the weekend kind of moving in our direction, this too looks like most of the instability is going to remain well down to our south. So our rain chances really over the next several days about the same each day, running at about 40%, with most of our rainfall coming to an end through this evening and tonight. And then as we get into the day, that should say 40% for Thursday, because I don't think we're going to see that upper disturbance really help us out with our rain coverage during the afternoon hours. So we'll just really dependent upon the normal daytime heating for the showers and thunderstorms to bubble up. Hey, great news out in the tropics. We have nothing going on and no development. Again, that little cluster of thunderstorms really the only area that's being kind of highlighted in the tropics with really no other decent cloud cover, but this is from an upper disturbance, not down at the surface. Elsewhere across the main development region of the tropical Atlantic, there is nothing going on. Again, this would place us into a bit more of a normal trend for the rest of the season, because by normally August 3rd, so that's next week, we will have normally hit 3 named storms. We've already had 3, and I don't think we're going to see any named storms before August 3rd. Now, by August 11th, we normally will have seen our first hurricane. Long-range models actually are keeping us fairly quiet for the first half of August. That would be great news if we could continue along that trend. Of course, we are not even to the peak of the season. I just like to be optimistic. 91 degrees with a 40% chance for scattered storms. Rain chances staying about the same, but I do increase our temperatures a bit, only because it looks like the upper high is going to be a little bit closer to us through the weekend.